This next video covers order of operations with integers. You may have seen an earlier concept where I covered this with whole numbers, but now we're going to include the integers, which are the negative or added inverses of the whole numbers. So order of operations, you might have learned this in high school or middle school or whatever school you're in right now as PEMDAS. PEMDAS stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. You can remember it as PEMDAS, or there's a nice mnemonic. A mnemonic is a sentence to help you remember something, such as please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. But I like GEMS, and here's why. So when you see people arguing on like Instagram or TikTok or whatever about what the correct answer for an expression or an equation is, it's because they often aren't using PEMDAS properly. Because multiplication and division should be done at the same time from left to right. You don't do all the multiplication and then all the division. So GEMS is grouping, because sometimes we have brackets, exponents, multiplication and division from left to right, and addition and subtraction from left to right, right? Like addition is the opposite of subtraction, multiplication is the opposite of division, so they're equal, they're equivalent, they go together. So our key is to perform our operations from left to right. So I prefer GEMS. I think it's better than PEMDAS. You do use what you need to use, but just remember that multiplication and division and addition or subtraction are equal. So let's take a look at these examples. I know you've been waiting. So first we need to take care of what's inside our grouping parentheses, grouping symbols, right? To see if I can simplify anything. Let's look at number one. Well, I can't simplify what's in any of my parentheses or, grouping symbols. Then I look at my exponents, of which there are none. Cool. Next, I need to do multiplication and division from left to right. So I've got 4 times negative 6, that's a negative 24, plus a negative 5. I could rewrite that as minus 5 as well, but plus a negative 5. And now we would go on to addition and subtraction from left to right to get negative 29. Let's try this again. I have negative 12 plus negative 16 divided by negative 4. I need to see if I can simplify what's inside my grouping symbols. I cannot. There are no exponents, so next is going to be multiplication and division. Negative 16 divided by negative 4 gives us a positive 4. Negative 12 plus a positive 4 is a negative 8. Our last example, example 3, is 3 times negative 6 minus a negative 8. Remember that 2 negatives make a positive. So first thing I'm going to do, again, can't simplify my grouping symbols, no exponents, so we are to multiplication and division. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18, but minus a negative becomes a positive, so I'm going to do plus 8, which gives me a negative 10.